Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is Lesson 23, Starred Problems. We're going to focus on subtracting mixed numbers with regrouping, and you can find these starred problems in your written practice on page 166. So let's go ahead and get started. The formula for the area of a rectangle, this should be in the back of your spiral, is length times width. Remember, when we don't have an operation between them, like we don't have an addition sign or subtraction sign, that means multiply. Okay? 3b says a professional basketball court is a rectangle that is 50 feet wide, so I'm going to go ahead and draw my figure here, and 94 feet long. What is the area of the basketball court? So using this formula, I have 50 times 94, which is 4,700. This is feet? Yep, feet squared. All right, next problem. Let's change colors. Draw a diagram of the statement and then answer the questions that follow. 3/8 of the 56 restaurants were closed on Monday. So I know I need something with 8 spaces. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have a total of 56, and I'm going to divide that by 8 to see what goes in each one of these, and that's 7. So I know that 7 goes in each one of these. And it says 3/8 were closed on Monday. So 1, 2, 3. 3/8 closed, which means this much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5/8 were open on Monday. So let's see what the questions are. How many of the restaurants were closed on Monday? So let's see. 7 plus 7 plus 7, or 3 times 7, which is 21. How many of the restaurants were open on Monday? So that's 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. 5 times 7, which is 35. You can also, to get this answer, you could subtract this from the total, and you should get the same thing. All right, new color, new page. In the following statement, write the percent as a reduced fraction. This is step 1. Then draw the diagram and answer the questions. So we have 40%, so I'm going to stop right there. I don't even know what the problem's about, but it said to reduce it, so I'm going to reduce it. Divide by 2, divide by 2, so I get 4 divided by 2 is 2, 10 divided by 2 is 5, so I know that I need 5 spaces here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, of the 30 students, so this is my total, and if I divide 5 by 30, I get 6, which goes into each one of these boxes. 40% is 2/5. So 2/5 were boys, and then 3/5 were girls. How many boys were in the class? So that would be 6 plus 6, which is 12. How many girls were in the class? So I could do 30 minus 12, which is 18, because this is boys and this is girls. Or I could do 6 plus 6 plus 6, which is 18. Whatever is easiest for you. 13. The prime factorization of 100 is 2 times 2 times 5 times 5. We can write the prime factorization of 100 using exponents like this. So 2 to the 2, because we have 2 of them, and 5 to the 2, because we have, okay. Write the prime factorization of 400 using exponents. Okay, so I'm a big fan of the factor tree. However you want to do it, you can do it. Okay, so those are all primes. So let's see what I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 2s, and then I have 2 5s. So if I'm going to write this with an exponent, my base is going to be 2, and I have 2 4 times, and then my base will be 5, and I have 5 2 times. So that's my answer. And then it says write the prime factorization of the square root of 400 using exponents. Now they're trying to show you something here, and I'll tell you what that is in just a second. But the square root of 400 is You got 2 in the house, you take 1 out, is 20. So if I'm going to do a prime factorization of 20, 2 times 10, 2 times 5, I get 2, 2, and 5. So this is equal to 2 times 2 times 5, which is equal to 2, and I have 2 of them, to the 2, 5 to the 1. Or we normally don't put a 1, it would just be 2 to the 2 times 5. Now, look at these exponents. And what you'll see is when you take the square root of something, you divide the exponent in half, right? So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and that's what we have here. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and that's what we have here. And that's what they're trying to show you. All right, 2x is equal to 10 squared. So 2x is equal to 10 times 10. 2x is equal to 100. And we know since this is multiply, we have to do the opposite. What we do to one side, we do to the other. So divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. My x comes down. My equals comes down. 100 divided by 2 is 50, and that's my answer. Let's change colors. Okay. There were 5 yards of fabric on the bolt of cloth. Fairchild bought 3 1/3 yards of fabric. Then how many yards of fabric remained on the bolt? So I have 5 minus 3 1/3. So this is one of those that we're going to have to borrow. We're going to borrow 1, and the one that we're going to borrow is 3 over 3 so that we can subtract it. Okay? Remember, 3 over 3 is 1, 4 over 4 is 1, 5 over 5 is 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2/3, and then 4 minus 3 is 1. All right, let's do this one. So this is 83 1/3% minus 66 2/3. We can't subtract 2/3 from 1/3. We're going to have to borrow 1. So we take the 1 away here and we add it over here, which gives us 82 4/3. And then this just comes over 2/3. 4 minus 2 is 2. We're going to have to borrow here 6 and 1. So I have 16 2/3%. All right, let's change colors. Where's my, okay, oops. There we go. Find the perimeter of ABC. So I'm going to add going this way. So I have 2 plus 1 3/4 plus 1. And what's interesting about addition is I don't have to borrow anything here. 3/4 plus nothing is 3/4. 2 plus 1 plus 1, so 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, and that's what we get for our perimeter. 26. Mary wants to apply a strip of wallpaper along the walls of the room. If the room is 14 by 12, how long does the strip of the wallpaper need to be? And let me change colors so I can kind of show you what that means. That means that the wallpaper is going to go around the outside of the room like this. So we need the perimeter, which means we start someplace and we add everything all the way around. Okay, which is I got 52. I hope that's right. Is this feet? Yeah, okay. All right, 29. A sequence of perfect cubes, so k is equal to n cubed, may be written as in A or B. Find the next 2 terms. So basically, this sequence is whatever the number is cubed. So 1 cubed, 2 cubed, 3 cubed, 4 cubed, 5 cubed, 6. Oh, just says next 2 terms, sorry. So 4 cubed and 5 cubed, and if I'm going to put that here, let's see, 4 times 4 times 4 is 64, and 5 times 5 times 5, I think it's 125, but I don't want to, yeah, I was right, okay. So here it's going to be 64 and 125. All right, number 30. The figure shows a circle with center point M, right here. Which chord is the diameter? Ooh. So a chord is something that starts and stops on the circle. Diameter goes through the center. So I need something that starts on the circle and stops on the circle and goes through the center. Now this starts and this stops on the circle, but it doesn't go through the center. So that's a chord, but it's not the diameter. And so is CB. So my diameter is going to be AB or BA. And notice that when I write this, I don't put M in the middle. Okay, when you write lines, segments, rays, it's just 2 letters, not 3. Only angles are 3. Okay, speaking of, which central angle, which means the center is on the center of, gosh, this is hard to read, of the circle, appears to be obtuse, so that's greater than 90. So let's see, this is the center of the circle, so we're looking at either this one or this one, right? So this looks like it's less than 90, but this looks like it's more than 90. So I'm going to go with, it says appears, so looks like CMB, and M has to be in the middle, or you could do BMC. Okay. Name an inscribed angle. So this means that the vertex is on the circle. This is vertex is in the center of the circle. Appears to be a right angle. So let's see what we got here. So we have this one, because this is on the circle, right? We have this one, because this is on the circle, right? And we have one more inscribed angle. Let me see if I can find a different, well, yellow. I don't know if you can see this, but, and then we have this one, because this is on the circle. So we have this one, and this one, and this one. And I think this is the one that's going to be closest to 90 degrees. So let me not have yellow because I can't see it. So angle C, or you could do angle ACB, or angle BCA. I don't think you can do angle C because there's so much happening down here. So you got to pick the larger angle, right? Because this is also another angle, and this is another inscribed angle. So lots of inscribed angles there. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. Have a great day.